With premiums skyrocketing 40% in disaster-prone states, you are probably making at least 3 of these coverage mistakes that are bleeding your wallet dry. And the worst part? Most homeowners have no idea they are underinsured until the moment they need to file a claim. Today, we are breaking down 6 homeowners' insurance mistakes that are costing the average American $18,700. Stick around, because mistake number 4 is one almost nobody talks about, and it could completely wipe out your savings. Mistake number 1 is insuring your home for its market value instead of its rebuild cost. Here is a story that will make your stomach drop. A family in Texas bought their home for $250,000, insured it for exactly that amount, and felt totally covered. Then a fire tore through their neighborhood. When they went to rebuild, contractors told them it would cost $380,000 just to reconstruct the structure. That gap of $130,000 came straight out of their pocket. So why does this happen? Because most people confuse what their house is worth on Zillow with what it actually costs to rebuild from the ground up. Your market value includes the land, the neighborhood, the location. Contractors do not charge you for the land when they rebuild your walls, your roof, and your foundation. Labor and materials have exploded in cost since 2020, and your old policy limits have not kept up. The average cost of this mistake is around $12,000 per claim in out-of-pocket expenses, and in major disasters, it routinely runs into 6 figures. The fix is simple. Call your insurance agent today and ask about a replacement cost estimator. Most insurers will run one for free, and many policies offer extended replacement cost coverage that adds an extra 20 to 50% buffer above your stated limit. Do this once a year because construction costs change constantly. Mistake number 2 is skipping flood insurance because you do not live in a flood zone. Picture this: a homeowner in Nashville, someone who has lived in the same house for 22 years, wakes up to 3 feet of water in his living room after a historic rainfall event. He calls his insurance company and finds out that standard homeowners insurance does not cover flooding, not a single dollar. He is out $47,000 in repairs and contents replacement. Here is the thing people do not realize. 20 to 25% of all flood claims come from properties outside of high-risk flood zones. Climate patterns are shifting. Areas that never flooded before are flooding now. And your standard homeowner's policy explicitly excludes flood damage every single time. Flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program averages around $700 per year for most homes. That is less than $2 a day. Without it, even a 1-inch flood event causes an average of $25,000 in damage according to FEMA data. The fix is to visit floodsmart.gov and run your address through their tool. Even if your lender does not require it, getting a flood policy is one of the smartest $50 per month decisions you can make as a homeowner. Mistake number 3 is letting your personal property coverage run on autopilot. A couple in Atlanta had a break-in. Laptop, jewelry, high-end camera equipment, and a safe full of collectibles were stolen. When they filed the claim, they expected to get replacement value. Instead, they got actual cash value, meaning depreciated value. That 10-year-old laptop? The insurer valued it at $40. The total payout was $4,200. Replacing everything cost over $19,000. This happens because most people sign up for a policy, tuck the paperwork in a drawer, and never look at it again. They do not realize their policy pays actual cash value instead of replacement cost, and they have never done a home inventory, so they cannot even prove what they owned. The average household has over $300,000 worth of personal belongings according to insurance industry data, and most people are carrying coverage for a fraction of that. The fix has 2 parts. First, upgrade to replacement cost value coverage for personal property. It costs a little more per month, but the difference at claim time is enormous.